Right, so we just had another exciting week of college football. This marks week 6, and things are turning up. So we halfway through the season. We will see which teams make it in that top 12 to get in the college football playoffs. Y'all know my Texas Longhorns. We took another loss to the Florida Gators. Really, just offensively, we really couldn't get none going till towards the end of the game. But we look rusty on offense. And on top of it, they ran the ball all over us. And we got a good defense, so we just look rusty. You know what I'm saying? We lost 29-21. We tried to get in the end zone going down the stretch, and we just we didn't get the job done. So we will see where our rankings will be next week as we take on Oklahoma in the Red River rivalry. Oklahoma looks like a damn good football team this year, so it's gonna be a good game. That game is always good, no matter which team is having a poor season. They still, when they know to play one another, to bring it. And like I said, it was really a game that we were supposed to win, but you can't say that because we didn't win. We didn't win. Lagway, he he dissected us offensively. He did his thing. I want to say yeah, he from out of Houston too. So yeah, we just didn't look good. You know what I'm saying? We didn't look too good, but that's the thing. That's why college football is even getting more and more exciting. Is because we nowadays it's not that when you play a team you got to expect unexpected. It's not back then when two teams play one another. If one team is better than the other, they will. It's automatic win. Nowadays, you just never know who you're gonna lose to. It's a lot of teams that's unranked and they are going in and they are playing some good football. So you just never know who you're gonna lose to nowadays. So it's best to, like I said, expect unexpected. These games are getting very exciting. Had some good matchups though. A lot of teams got knocked out of the rankings. Penn State was it was number 7, I believe, and they took a loss to UCLA. And UCLA been playing rusty this week. This season, and they knocked Penn State out of pretty sure the top 10 because UCLA was unranked, and I believe that may have been their first win. I'm not sure. Let's see. We also had BYU ranked 18. They beat West Virginia 38-24. And Cincinnati beat Iowa State 38-30. And Iowa State was ranked 22. Also be on the lookout for South Florida. They in the top 25 ranking. They ranked at 24. They beat Charlotte 54-26. Georgia ranked number 10, beat Kentucky 35-14. Michigan ranked 15, beat Wisconsin 24-10. Michigan they got them a good quarterback. Still young, and so it's a lot of time to develop. But the big jump that they made from last season to this season is, they did what when you see adjustments need to be made, you make them. You know what I'm saying? So Michigan went and did their thing, and they are getting off to a good season. They did take that loss to Nebraska. No, not I'm sorry, not Nebraska, Oklahoma. They took a loss to Oklahoma, and but that was their only loss so far. So we're gonna look out for Michigan. They are ranked number 15. Let's see if they can make it into that top 12. Notre Dame took care of business. They beat Boise State 28-7. Notre Dame is ranked number 16. They took that loss to Texas A&M a few weeks ago. And A&M is looking damn good as they blew Mississippi State out. I believe it was like 31-9. Yeah, 31-9. And so A&M's now ranked number 5. So be on the lookout for A&M. See if they can remain undefeated as the season go on. It's a new day and age. A lot of times, you have the top 2, maybe 3 teams, but really 2 that go undefeated the whole season. Last year, nobody went undefeated. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you just never know who you gonna lose to. And that's what's making it even more exciting. Not everybody is being able to remain undefeated. They're taking losses to teams that you would think that they would take care of business, but these teams are playing some good football. We had Texas Tech and U of H. Texas Tech is ranked number 9. They beat U of H 35-11. So be on the lookout for Texas Tech as well. A lot of new faces, you know, and it's also a lot of teams that used to be good. They fell off, and now they're back on the market, like Oregon, Texas Tech, Texas A&M, Oklahoma's getting back in the Illinois, ranked number 17, beat Purdue 43-27. So Illinois is another team. See, as the season going on, maybe they can probably squeeze into the top 12. I know Indiana is playing some good football, so be on the lookout for Indiana. They host Indiana's number 7. They host number 3 Oregon this coming Saturday on the 11th at 2:30. So that's gonna be a good game. Oregon is, like I say, that's another team that's back on the map. They're top 3, and they they look like they want to win it all. You know, last year they lost in the championship to Ohio State, so I'm pretty sure they're playing with vengeance. They want to get back, in that championship, as they call it, the Natty nowadays. Memphis ranked number 23, beat Tulsa 45-7. Ohio State, the number 1 team, beat Minnesota 42-3. So it's a lot of good football. Miami beat Florida State. You know, Miami's the number 2 team. They beat Florida State 28-22. Florida State was looking damn good, but they took that loss, so now they are ranked number 25. So it's like the polls already updated and stuff, so it's a good thing. Oklahoma ranked number 6, beat Kent State 44-0. Let's hope Texas next week. Texas, we're gonna go in there. It's already understood. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna get that W in the Red River Rivalry. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna knock them out that top seed. You know what I'm saying? It's already understood. We're gonna brush off this L. You know, it sucks that we took L, but we're gonna brush it off. We're gonna get back in the game. Looked a bit rusty on offense and defense, but we're gonna get back out there. Alabama and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt beat Alabama last year, so Alabama got their rematch this year. Looked like Vanderbilt was trying to pull it out again, but Alabama pulled away at the end. Because Alabama is ranked number 8. Vanderbilt is ranked number 20. Alabama won that game 30-14. So it's a lot of good football. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good football. Virginia, number 19, beat Louisville 30-27. You just never know. You just never know who coming for your spot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams want to play. They want to get in that top 12. They want to get in that top 12 college football playoffs, so they playing with a chip on their shoulder. A lot of good football. SMU is another team that's also taking care of business. They got Kevin Jennings running the show, and be on the lookout for them. I see them getting in that top 12 again. They lost to Penn State last year, but quarterbacks develop. Same with Marcel Reed last year. He was more of a moving around in the pocket. Now he got more poise in the pocket, and he's looking like that guy. You know what I'm saying? And man, Kevin Jennings, they both playing some good football. I'm pulling for them. I like them too. They're looking like very good quarterbacks. So yeah, be on the lookout for A&M. They moved up in that top 5. It's always exciting to see. It's always exciting to see the top 10 team, but really like that top 5, who is able to remain and who is not. Because at the end of the day, somebody got to lose, especially once they play one another. So that's always, Ole Miss next week playing Washington. Ole Miss is at number 4. And So Ole Miss, another team, another team that's back on the map. And Kiffin and them boys doing their thing. Yeah, so I'm ready to see a bunch of good games. Like I say, next week Texas, we got Oklahoma in the Red River Rivalry. I'm looking forward to that game. We'll be wearing my Lucky U T-shirt. That game is always played in Dallas, and I'm looking for Texas to take that, take that win. But as things heat up, we'll see which teams remain and which teams won't. This marks another week of college football. You see me again next week. It's Saturday coming up as the season comes to week 7. We'll see which teams remain unbeaten and which teams take home L's.